Hi, and welcome back to this new video tutorial of Akeneo. In today's video tutorial, we'll be checking out Shopware 6 tape pricing Akeneo extension. Now, using this particular add-on, the admin of the Akeneo would be able to manage the tape pricing information for the products like the simple and the variant products in Akeneo. Apart from that, the admin of the Akeneo would be able to export the product tape pricing information for the products there from the Akeneo to the Shopware 6 itself. Kindly note that this particular add-on, that's the Shopware 6 tape pricing Akeneo add-on, is an add-on to the Shopware 6 Akeneo connector. So you'll have to have the Shopware 6 Akeneo there, and then only you can make use of this particular add-on for exporting the tape pricing information of the products from the Akeneo to the Shopware 6 there. So in today's video tutorial, what we'll be doing is we'll be initially seeing the some of the initial configuration settings that are required in the Akeneo backend panel. Apart from that, we'll be seeing how we'll be able to create a tape pricing what we say as an attribute there. Apart from that, we'll see how we can add this particular attribute to an attribute family, how we can create a product using the respective family there. Then on the product page, we will see how we'll be able to add the tape pricing information for the product there. And lastly, we'll be seeing how we'll be able to export the particular product with the tape pricing information from Akeneo to the Shopware 6 there. But before I proceed further with this particular video tutorial today, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. So let's hop on to the Akeneo backend panel and let's see the initial configuration settings first, and then we'll see the rest of the procedure thereafter. So right now I'm at the Akeneo backend panel, as you can see, and the very first thing that I want to show you is the initial configuration settings for this particular module there. So what we need to do is we need to log into the admin backend panel of Akeneo. For that, let's enter the username, password, and let's tap here on the login button thereafter. After we've tapped on the login button, we'll be logged into the Akeneo backend panel there. As I've already told you that this particular add-on, that's the Shopware 6 tape pricing Akeneo extension, is an add-on to the Shopware 6 Akeneo connector. So you must have installed it first before making use of this particular add-on there. So after the successful installation of the Shopware 6 Akeneo connector, you'll find one option in the backend side panel of the Akeneo with the name Shopware 6, as you can see right now on your screen. So on the left hand side, we have the Shopware 6. So what you need to do is you need to tap here on the Shopware 6, and this will bring up the Shopware 6 connector section, as you can see. For more details on how to set up the credentials and the rest of the functionality for the Shopware 6 Akeneo connector, you can check the user guide for the same there. Now what you need to do is, after you have set up your credentials there, you have to come down to the setup attribute mapping, and here you'll be able to see the complete list of attributes of the fields in Shopware, the fields in Akeneo, the variant fields in Akeneo, and the default fields. So what you need to do is you need to map the fields in Shopware with the fields in Akeneo, as you can see here, that have been listed automatically here. So you have to go with the name, text, delivery date, scale unit, manufacturer, sales, production. You also need to map the price, that's the net price, and the gross price, the list price, and the list price gross, what we say as the field values with the field values in Akeneo. Apart from that, what you need to do is you need to scroll down to the particular section that says rules. Now what you need to do is you need to create an attribute that is of the simple select type, and you can set its name as rules, as I have done here in this particular example there. And you have to map the rules field of the Shopware 6 with the rules of the Akeneo there. And thereafter, what you need to do is you need to tap here on the save button. Thereafter, what you need to do is you need to go to the import section, and here you need to create a profile for the Shopware 6 attribute and attribute option import, as well as for the Shopware 6 option import. So what you can do is you can do a tap here on the create import profile on the top right hand corner, and that will bring up this particular section. Set up the code label, and under the job required, here what you need to do is you need to scroll down to the particular section that says Shopware 6 Akeneo connector, and here you can go with the Shopware 6 attribute and attribute option import, and the rest of the values as well, right? And after you have created the particular profile there, that particular profile would be listed here. So you need to create the Shopware 6 attribute and attribute option import and the Shopware 6 option import. Now for the Shopware 6 attribute and attribute option import would import the attributes and the attribute options from Shopware 6 into your Akeneo backend there. And for example, if you check the process tracker here for the same, you can see that the attributes have been imported and the attribute options have been imported. Now to import the values for the imported attributes, what you need to do is you need to go to again to the import section and create a Shopware 6 option import profile there, and then you need to run that profile as per the requirement there, and that would basically import the values of the attributes from the Shopware 6 into the Akeneo there itself. So here if I go with the process tracker there, so you can see that the rules have been imported, text has been imported, the manufacturer has been imported, delivery has been imported, sales channels have been imported, scale unit import has been done as well as per the requirement there. Now after this was the initial configuration settings that are required for the Shopware 6 tier pricing Akeneo extension there. And after you're done with this, what you need to do is you need to go ahead and you need to create a tier pricing attribute there. To do so, what you need to do is you need to go to the settings option here on the side panel here and go to attributes, and here you need to create an attribute with the type tier pricing. To do so, what you need to do is you need to tap here on the create attribute button, and on the choose attribute type here you need to select the tier pricing. As you can see here we have the tier pricing. You have to select that up, give the label code and tap on the confirm button. Now I've already created a tier pricing attribute there, so let me search that out. So here we are having the Shopware tier pricing that I've created, and I have assigned a group, that's the Shopware group, to this particular attribute there. So let me tap here on the Shopware tier pricing, and this would bring up the particular settings for the attribute itself. Now let me tap on it once again. So here you can see that under the properties, kindly note that you have to give the code name as tier underscore pricing here. As you can see, tier underscore pricing. Then you need to give the attribute group to this particular attribute that you have created of the type tier pricing, and then you can give the label translations as well as per the requirement, and then you need to tap here on the save button. Now after you have created the attribute of the type tier pricing there, then you need to assign this particular attribute to an attribute family. For that you need to go to the families here on the left hand side, and for example I go to the accessories, that's a family there, and then I go to the attribute tab for the accessories there. Here to add the attribute you need to tap here on the add attribute, and you need to search your particular attribute, that's the tier pricing attribute that you have created, and then you need to add it to a particular section here. So I've added it to the particular section that says Shopware group. So under the Shopware group, if I scroll down here, you can see we have the different other attributes as well, and here in the last we'll find the particular one that we had added, that's the Shopware tier pricing. Now after that you need to go to the products, and here you need to create a product with the respective family there. Now what I've done is I've already created a particular product, that's the bag tier pricing, and I've assigned a family, that's the accessories family, to the same. And now if I open this particular product in the edit mode, I can go to the particular section that says the Shopware group there. Now let me go to that particular section here. I'll scroll down, and here we are having the Shopware group section, attribute section, and here you can see that we have to set up the text, the price net, price gross, the packaging unit, basic unit for the same, the selling unit, and the rest of the sections like the manufacturer, scale unit, sales channel, variant stock, variant price net, variant price gross. And if I scroll down here, you can see then we have a tier pricing, or the Shopware tier pricing attribute that we had added to the Shopware group there. Now under the Shopware tier pricing, you can see that we have already edited tier pricing here. For one quantity, the price would be this, the list price would be this, right? And for 5 quantities there, if you're purchasing 5 quantities, the price would be this and the list price would be this as per the requirement there. And we have also added a row here to add a rule, and we have set the percentage for the same there, so that the cart value is greater or equal to this rule is applicable, then the 10% discount would be applicable there. We also said that if only one quantity is there, then the price should be this and the list price should be this. And to add more rules there, what you can do is you can tap here on the add tier button. Tapping on that, you have to select a particular rule that should be applicable there. Then you can set up the percentage value there, and you can also tap here on the add row button to set up the quantity wise pricing there and the list price there as per your own requirement. Then thereafter, you need to tap here on the save button to save this particular product with the respective tier pricing that you have applied to the particular product there. Now after we are done with this, what we need to do is we need to go to the export section. Let me go to the export section there, and I've already created one Shopware 6 product export profile here. So what you can do is you can go to the create export profile button. Under the job required, you can set up basically the code label, and under the job required you can go to the Akeneo 6 Shopware 6 Akeneo connector here, Shopware 6 connector, and you can go with the particular product export to Shopware, and then you can create a profile there. After you created the profile, you can tap here on the Shopware 6 product export, and that would bring up this particular section, and from here you can run the particular profile as per the requirement, and the product export would be done. And then if you go to the Shopware end, here you can see that I'm on the Shopware backend right now. Let me enter the username, password, and let's log into the Shopware there. After logging into the Shopware, what we can do is we can go to the product section or the catalog section here and go to the product section. Under the product section, you will find that particular product being exported along with the tier pricing as well, or the advanced tier pricing. So if I go to the bag tier pricing, here we had that particular product that was bag tier pricing, and now let me go here. Here we have the bag tier pricing. Here you can see the product number is this 713 in the last, and if I scroll down here, we have 713 in the last with the same SKU there. Now if I open this particular product and go to the advanced pricing tab here, I'll be able to see that all customers, if going with the quantity 1 to infinity, then the price should be $588 there. And in euros as well, if the cart value is greater or equal to from 1 to 4, then the price would be 660. If it's from 5 to infinity, then the price there would be 660. So that's how the what we say as the tier pricing can be applied to a product in the Akeneo there, and then we can export that particular product from Akeneo into the Shopware 6 backend there, and thus apply the advanced tier pricing in Akeneo for that particular product that we have created in Akeneo, and then we can export it from the Akeneo to the Shopware 6 section itself. And then the same is visible on the particular front end as well. So if I go with the front end of the Shopware for the particular product, that's let me open the front end of the Shopware there. This is taking a bit of time there, and now if I go with the particular product that was the bag product, here's the bag tier pricing, and now if I open this up, you can see the tier pricing is visible here to the customers as per the set one in the Akeneo backend there. So yes, that was much about the particular add-on, that's the Shopware 6 tier pricing Akeneo extension. I hope that this particular video helped you out in understanding the workflow of this particular plugin itself. If you still have any questions, queries, suggestions or requirements regarding the same, then you can anytime get back to us at support@webcool.com, or you can raise a ticket at webcool.uvidesk.com as well. Apart from that, if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video and have a great day ahead.